What is up, you guys? It's Susan Morad right back here on Clever News, and Olivia Jade has broken her silence following her parents' college admission scandal arrest on Jada Pinkett Smith Red Table Talk, so pull up a seat and get comfy because we got a lot to discuss. Olivia Jade Giannulli is officially speaking out in her first ever interview since her parents Lori Loughlin and Massimo Giannulli were imprisoned for their role in the infamous college admission scandal last year. To give you a quick refresher, Lori and Massimo were arrested back in March of last year after paying $500,000 in bribes and committing mail fraud to ensure that Olivia and their other daughter Bella would be admitted to USC under the guise of being crew team recruits for a sport they did not participate in. As a result, Lori was sentenced to 2 months in prison and Massimo was set to serve 5 months, as well as 2 years of supervised release, community service and monetary fines. Both Lori and Massimo were ordered to report to their respective prisons last month on November the 19th. Meanwhile, Olivia Jade has maintained her silence as her parents continue to finish out their sentences. Until now. Olivia joined the Smith women, including Jada Pinkett Smith, her daughter Willow and her mother Adrienne, during this morning's episode of Red Table Talk. But even before Olivia joined the ladies, Adrienne made it clear that she was not thrilled to be conducting the interview.
You know, I fought it tooth and nail. I just found it really ironic that she chose 3 Black women to reach out to for her redemption story.
Jada, on the other hand, sympathized with Olivia, stating, quote, "To me, this young girl is reaping the repercussions of some actions of her parents." She added, "When I heard her story, it just reminded me of Jaden, Willow, and Trey. As a parent, I'm like, oh, I've been in that position of me thinking I know what's best for my kids, and then they suffer the consequences of it." But as Willow chimed in to perfectly state, bottom line, we can't act like we know exactly what happened. So, without further ado, Olivia then joined the ladies and admitted to being extremely nervous as she walked into the room. Olivia started off by saying that although it's been difficult seeing her parents go to prison, she is fully aware that the family knows what they did was inexcusable and completely wrong. Many fans were also surprised to hear that since being admitted, Olivia hasn't spoken to her mom during the time behind bars, given the prison's pandemic protocols. However, she did reveal that the family has had many conversations about what happened since last year's arrest.
I think that what hasn't been super public is that there is no justifying or excusing what happened, because what happened was wrong. And I think every single person in my family can be like, that was messed up. That was a big mistake.
Olivia also recalled that she found out about her parents' arrest while on spring break.
I was sitting with a group of friends, and I knew any second everybody was gonna know too. If they didn't already. And I remember just like freezing and feeling so ashamed. I went home and hid myself for probably like 3 or 4 months.
Despite feeling humiliated by her and her family's actions and not knowing 100% of everything that was going on when applying to USC, Olivia made it clear that she was not trying to victimize herself. She said, quote, "I don't want pity. I don't deserve pity. We messed up. I just want a second chance to be like, I recognize I messed up." She added that because of the legality of the situation over the past year and a half, quote, "I never got to say I'm really sorry that this happened, or I really own that this was a big mess up on everybody's part. But I think everybody feels that way in my family right now." Olivia also touched on the topic of white privilege and being so far in her own little bubble that she didn't realize the privilege she had until it was pointed out by fans who criticized her following the scandal.
And I think I had to go through the backlash and the stuff because when you read it, you realize that there's like some truth in it.
One shocking piece of evidence that many fans latched onto throughout the scandal was one of Olivia's YouTube videos where she basically admits she only wanted to attend USC to party.
But I do want the experience of like game days, partying. I don't really care about school.
Like, the fact that you even could say those things just shows how fortunate you were, that you didn't have to worry about that, that you knew you were gonna be okay without it.
She addressed the topic on her own, admitting that the video haunts her to this day, as she still feels embarrassed she ever said those words. In recent weeks, Olivia has taken time to reflect on the past year and has since committed herself to giving back to the Los Angeles community. She said, quote, I had a really cool experience a few weeks back where I went downtown in the Watts area and I got to work with some kids in this after school program, and it kind of just shifted my whole mentality. Olivia recalled the kids simply being grateful for an education and for being able to escape to a safe place. She said, "I was watching all of them and I was thinking about my situation and that I took all of that for granted. I didn't think that I was lucky to have that. I just expected it because that's what I grew up around. So it was a big shift in my head knowing, okay, let's start recognizing where the wrongs are in that." When it comes down to it, Olivia and her family appear to have learned some valuable lessons amid the scandal. She is now focusing on picking up the pieces and moving forward, but did explain that, quote, "I totally understand if people aren't ready to jump on board with me, but I'm here because I want to leave it on the table. I don't want to keep dragging this throughout my life." It's clear that there's still much more that needs to be done in order for the Giannulli family to earn back the respect of millions of people, and only time will tell how long that may take. This interview was certainly a good start and a step in the right direction for Olivia Jade. And for all the details on Olivia's initial feelings following Lori's imprisonment, click right over here for another clever video. Now, I'm sure you've got plenty of thoughts on this interview, so keep the conversation going down in the comments section below. I'm your host, Susan Morad. You can find me on Instagram at Susan_Morad. I'll catch you later. Bye, guys.